So say Jamie Carragher on Sky Sports, and that's key. Note that Sky Sports, with Storage and Michael Richards, and making the points of like how hard it would be for Salah to win the Ballon d'Or because he doesn't have much chance to win major trophies with Egypt, and then he then mentioned the World Cup. How likely can Egypt win the World Cup? And guys are like, well, AFCON is a major tournament. And Jamie Carragher's view was like very dismissive of AFCON being a major tournament. And then there was a whole massive thing of like disrespecting this, blah, blah. And there's not been a back and forth. And now obviously the racists have come out of their hellholes and their ditches to now be like, AFCON is not proper, blah, blah. And I think even Simon Jordan has said something. I'm like,
Joey Barton.
I'm not wasting time listening to what Joey Barton or Simon Jordan has to say. But here's the thing. I think I've got to credit Gatlook for this, and I think it's a very basic thing. If you believe the Euros is of a higher quality, okay, fine. That's not what's in question. And this is what Gatlook said, which is very key. Is this a major tournament? It is. And the reason why it is look at Salah's reaction when he lost that final to Senegal. Look at the reaction. And this is something that club fans refuse to accept. The club is a man-made construct. It's not real. We try to make it real. We want it to be real because it's fun, but we've made it up. It's a social construct. Now, and I think you've mentioned this thing. Nigeria isn't real. That isn't real. Like those borders are not real. They were made by a white man. Literally, the name Nigeria was named
Lugard.
Not Lugard. Lugard's chick.
His wife.
Lady
Lugard.
Yeah, basically some random white chick named Nigeria.
Flora Shaw.
So hence why, when people say, okay, where are you from? No, I'm from Edo State. I'm from Benin. I'm not from Nigeria. I'm from Benin. I'm from Edo. Or I'm from Warri. I'm Chekiri. That's where I'm from. I don't want to say Nigeria. But what is real are the people from Benin, are the Chekiri people, are the people from Abyssinia, are the Zulus. That's real. And that goes back hundreds upon hundreds of years. So country, not the name, because the name, but the people, the ethnicity, the cultural, the traditions, that's real. Liverpool, the club, isn't real. Now, the city is real, but the club, it's not real because you have different people that come in. People change you try to hold on to the culture, but the culture changes based on the people that are there. Because it's a mixture of Egyptians, people who are Dutch, people who are from Germany, people who are from Spain, and a few people who are English. But there is not a consistent and cultural tradition of any one club based on the different traditions that are there. But what is consistent is country. So winning for country will always have way more meaning and be realer than winning for a club. So when you just look at people's reactions when an Egypt, a Senegal, or whatever win, it's a big, massive thing. And it's something deeper because that is something that is now connected to your culture, which goes back hundreds upon hundreds of years, which is far deeper than any club. So
I don't want to just sit here and pick holes, but I would say the players change for like a Liverpool or Tottenham or an Arsenal or Chelsea or whatever it may be, Manchester United. You can just go around the world, really. Like the players change.
Yeah.
But Liverpudlians, like the people who are in Anfield that fill the stadium and support the stadium, or support the club rather, those people are the same. Like they're not exactly the same, but they're the grandkids or the great grandkids or the great grandkids of the people who were there in the 1800s, no doubt. Yeah. So, like Liverpool, the club, the institution, I do feel like it has some similarities with what a club would mean.
Country, you mean?
Yes, with what a nation would mean. Even to the point where some people say, I don't care about international football because they found their tribe through their club. Where it gets a bit interesting, though, is if somebody told Jamie Carragher that there are people that feel about Egypt the same way and even stronger that you do about Liverpool or England. What he's effectively saying is those emotions that the connections that I have to England and Liverpool as a club and as a fan aren't the same or differ in some way from what an Egyptian would have for Al Ali or even the Egyptian national team. So he's disrespecting almost in one foul swoop, like the same energy that he would have to something that he loves. He's willing to do it for something that he disregards. Personally, I don't care what Jamie Carragher has to say. I don't care what he feels or thinks. Like, him disrespecting AFCON does not make or break my day. Like, I did not lose not one bit of sleep. Like,
but sorry, very quickly. But
Yeah.
what is interesting, though, which is key, which is where now I get deeper. Forget Jamie Carragher. Again, I'm so glad you're not on the platform, but I have been the platform based on what I do. What is so, I don't know what the right word is. This is where you have to help me with your English. What is just so unfortunate?
dictionary.
But what is just so unfortunate is the amounts of black people. And because I've seen the average, the amount of black people who agree with what Jamie Carragher says is what I just find so unfortunate. I think that's the right word, unfortunate. So I'm like, I know you're black, I know you're African, but you are also saying that no one cares about the AFCON. Like, it's such low quality. Of course, the Euros is big. Of course, the league is big. And I'm like, isn't that a bit weird what you're saying? Because this is about just respecting the continent and holding the continent up. Because see, there's a deeper place that we can go. There's
A
deeper place.
small tree climbing American mammal with yellowish gray fur and a black ringed tail.
What? What is that?
Raccoon.
I actually had no idea. I just have connected to the dots. I had no idea you were going for the C word. No. But yes, raccoons. Like, the amount of raccoons I've been seeing around, I'm like, wow. Like, you see, hence that. Of course, Jamie Carragher, Simon Jordan, Joe Barton. I don't even need to listen to them, but I'm like, fine. But why am I? Who cares what they say? But it's you, African man. It's you, black man, who are now saying that, man, AFCON, it's low quality, it's not as big, no one even really cares about it, and stop being so triggered, like, or stop being so woke and trying to say AFCON. I'm like, no, that's not the point. The point here is there is a footballing hierarchy. And the footballing hierarchy is there's the World Cup. Boom. Now, I don't know where you're going to go with this. We both agree World Cup is number one. After that, it's your continental trophy. I'm putting that ahead of the league and the Champions League because I believe there is no higher honor than winning for your country. Some would say, no, the league is more important than your continental trophy, which I think it is well. Some may even be more egregious and say, and put that bomb as FA Cup over like an AFCON or an Asia Cup, which is wild. But for me, I feel that there's no higher honor than winning for your country. So World Cup, AFCON, Euros, Asia Cup, then after the Champions League, and then it's your league. It's not about what the quality is. It's not about the footballing level. It's about what that means and the significance of what that means.
Yeah.
And I'll keep it a stack with you. You see, I've watched a lot of Euros. Now, Euro 2000, one of the best tournaments ever. Euro 2016 wasn't very good. The last Euros, all of Spain's games were great. The worst match I've seen in probably the last 5 years was England against Slovakia. I think it was either Slovakia or Slovenia. That is one of the worst matches I've ever seen in the last 5 years. You know?
Yeah.
So my thing is, not all of the Euros is great quality, and not all of it is entertaining. And I've seen many AFCONs that have been better than the Euros. And many Copa Americas I've seen that have been way more entertaining than most Euro tournaments that I've seen. So this assumption that Euros, because what it's about, it's the Eurocentric view. And let's get even deeper, Daniel. Let's get even deeper. colonialism.
Miss Dynamite.
It was there. Shout out to Dynamite. Great. But colonialism, how many Africans should be playing in Africa but are now playing over there? Because once upon a time, we had George Weah, we had Okocha, we had Olise, we had Yeboah, we had Abedi Pele, we had all of these top guys. But quickly, they all began to now go. So a lot of guys who should be in Africa are now playing in Europe.
Can we stick a pin in that? Because I feel like